Hello everyone. Okay, so there has been, I don't know what happened yesterday when I put up the event, but yesterday there was definitely like mixed up in the times. So my finger was probably not tapping at the right place. And so the event was saying that I was coming 3 a.m. in the morning in my time. I was still sleeping at that point. So anyway, we're here. So you're probably going to watch this in a replay. That's okay. It's all right. It's no big deal. I believe there is no mistake, never any mistake. So yeah. But anyway, so today I felt cool to add another transmission, which I didn't plan. Well, I didn't never really plan very much. Anyway, I've stopped trying to plan what's happening during an event. But there was definitely a push from the golden dragon consciousness to really kind of like showing you what it looks like when you actually embody all those concepts that I talked to you about. I touched a little bit on by sharing my experience a little bit, like the bigger picture, but I'm just going to go with what it wants to share today and really going into what breaking some cycles here around the business in general, community around the coaching and money and all that, and we're going to dive more into what is actually the true gold nugget that is within you. Like, what you are basically, if you have to resume, if you have to put like a sentence that says everything we're going to talk about, it's you are the goal that you are seeking. So we have been used to seek outside of ourselves. Oh, coucou Marielle. Désolée, les temps ont été un peu mélangés là. Mais bon, je suis là, donc voilà. So we have been taught to believe in so many ways, shapes and forms by different entities and different paradigms that we have to seek outside of ourselves for our truth, seek outside of ourselves for love, seek outside of ourselves for wealth, for connection, and so forth. So, the way I built my business has been at first following some rules and trying to be perfect and trying to figure it out and trying to do what others said you need to do. But weirdly, that never fit me, and that never fit the way I live my life anyway. There was no way on earth the dragons would have let me build something that would leave me depleted, that would leave me stressed, that would not fit my current life. Until I got what I needed from the first coach I worked with, and she cracked me open and helped me with my awakening in general, but also dumped a lot of her belief into like what the business needs to look like. And your business is an extension of the service that you're here to share with humanity. Your business has its own consciousness. It's a life on its own. When you let it be, when you almost like the channeler, that's why we are the ancient channelers, you're almost channeling the consciousness, the vast consciousness of yours, and you're allowing you're building your business in a way that allows that consciousness to grow through the business, through the service. And instead of thinking what you need to do and how it would look like, you tune in, you really ask the consciousness, what do you want to create here? How do you want to express yourself? What magic do you want to share? And how would it look like? And it's constantly, every single day, channeling this. And it's like when I post, I don't think about a strategy about what I'm gonna say and everything anymore. I'm just tuning in and I just post what needs to be said, and I'm not questioning it. And the more you do that, the easier it gets to actually become the channel and really let your gold spreading and becoming the magnet to the people that are ready for you. So the other thing that I want to break here is you do need a structure. There is no just flow and feminine intuition. It's not just about that. It needs to have a structure. But the structure we think about usually that exists out there usually is really rigid and really it's not fitting the magic that you're bringing in. It's not fitting it, and it's not going to fit it, and it's not going to expand with it. So you need a structure that allows the consciousness to efficiently reach the people that it wants to reach, and really the structure is what comes through. Really is the structure is not what we think it is. It's most of the time we think there needs to be a system of some sort in place, and those systems usually are too rigid. So it needs to be something that is organic and something that conveys the best, the consciousness, without filtering it. So for me, what works at the moment anyway is to literally channel what it needs to be expressed and just share it live or in post. Now, it doesn't mean that this will be fitting me if my business grows and reach a certain amount of people where I will not be able to do everything by myself. But there is, I'm trying to find the words here to get in speaking what's coming through here. The physical structure system will come when it's ready, but the structure I'm talking about needs to be organic, and most of the time it's like it's the matter, it's conveying, it's trusting that the consciousness knows what it's doing, and it's allowing that it's energetic first. It needs to flow through your body, it needs to flow through the earth, and it needs to expand where it wants to expand. Your vessel channels the formless and put it into form. So that is the first structure to put in place. When you allow that to happen, whether you have a business yet or not, and whether you're just starting to diving into this work or not, when you allow that consciousness to flow through you without any filters, you pouring out, that the consciousness comes out of you, your gold comes out of you, your magic comes out of you. And as it comes out of you, it naturally spreads in the world and comes back to you, nurturing you, allowing your 3D reality to feed back to you what you give it out. So true wealth, true prosperity is really linked to the amount of consciousness that you're channeling, that you're allowing to channel. How much of this consciousness are you currently channeling through your body? And the first number is the right one. Pas de problème, Marielle, à plus tard. When I started this work, I had probably like 1% or not even 1% of that dragon consciousness that was flowing through me. And that led to people not resonating with what I was saying, what I was sharing. And I was misunderstanding because I was trying to put limit. I was trying to put a form, forcing a form to it, where actually when you let it take its form and you let it flow through you, it comes back to you tenfold. Your soul, you as a dragon, will not let your human starve. When you focus on the quality of magic, I would say, that comes out of you, naturally the world responds to that, and whatever you put out comes back to you. So if you're inside your body, if you have patterns around being scared to be powerful, or having patterns about being hunted as a witch, and if in a past life you were channeling bad things and now your body is scared of channeling again, and if you have patterns from your mom or your dad where there is a lot of lack and a lot of restrictions, and all of these things will diminish the current of your own magic that is going to come out of you. So that's why developing safety within the body and engaging the body to understand what is that consciousness that you're channeling and what it's trying to create as a result is so important, because the body is the one that is going to vibrate out that consciousness, that magic of yours. And in return, you're going to receive what you allow to come out, and you're going to receive what you're allowing to receive. So the more you focus on being true to yourself and bringing in the dragon that you are, and the more you're nurturing that gold within you, the more you're taking your body into the journey and make it crystal clear, understanding that this is what I'm trying to create, this is a paradise that I'm trying to create. And you naturally feed, nurture this instead of nurturing the patterns and nurturing what is on the way. Then what the gold is going to grow, and the gold is going to flow out of you and come back to you. So most of the time when we are trying to achieve something, we are observing, putting an intention and observing life through a keyhole. So usually we focus on the wrong things. We focus on the money in our bank account. We focus on how many clients we have. We focus on the next thing we need to do, when actually, when we focus on our sovereignty and how much of ourselves we are expressing, those things become irrelevant, because then the bigger vision comes in. And the bigger vision encompasses everything in your life and nurture everything in your life. And when you take a step, it's not from a place of what do I do with it, or what do I need to do, or what is going to bring clients, or what is going to bring money in. It's an entirely different approach when suddenly you know deep in your cells, in every fiber of your being, who you are and what you're desiring to create. And as a consequence, things in your outside reality are creating for you. For example, the person that you need to meet to make something happen suddenly is on your path in ways that you would have never be able to even consider to create by yourself. Like if you had to think about it and think, how am I going to do this? It's impossible for you to get the full how much we are all connected, and where the support and the thing that you need is going to come to you. If you let that essence of yours to lead the way and to follow through, to be committed, to be devoted to its whispers, because it's whisper at first, instead of being committed to the big voices in your head saying why you shouldn't and why you should step small and why and da-di-da-di-da, then slowly you start building your sovereignty and you start building a connection with your body, and your body start building a connection with your divine self. And there is this dance happening. And slowly you start pouring out more and more magic, more and more gold, because you get more and bigger vision of what it is that you're trying to create here on earth. And as a result, more and more things come to you and things happen for you. So it's not like you don't have to do anything. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't have to make it happen. You don't have to force things. You act when your inner vast self, dragon self, tells you to act. And you don't question when it says, take your car and go there. What? Why would I go there? Just shut up and go there. Because it knows better. It knows better. And I know it's really difficult because it's an experience that needs to happen in your body for you to get it. It's not, I can talk about it again and again and again, and it will not land until it lands. And when it lands, you're like, oh, now I understand. Now I understand what you were talking about. Because it's something that it needs to land in your body. It's your body that is the vessel. It's your body that will create from your magic into the world. Through your business, through you, in different aspects of your life. And as I said before, your body will not land the big vision until it can, until it's spacious enough and safe enough to do so. So when it comes to money, usually we are really rigid onto which form this money needs to come through. And It's so difficult, as you know, I've been there. It's so difficult to let go of that. To money is there all the time. It's an energy, and it comes from so many directions that you cannot comprehend. That I had money from things that's like I was on my butt, literally. I was just mind blown. It's like, what? Because yes, this is about you receive, but it's also how much you put out there. How much is your body allowing to be nurtured, to be held, to be supported? How much is your body trusting life, trusting that earth has everything it needs? How much is your body trusting the consciousness that flows through you and the creation that you're trying to create? So there are so many components to it, but it all comes down to the body and how much is flowing, how much life force is flowing through you. Prosperity, abundance is not something out there, it's something self-sourced. First, you are the gold you are seeking. Literally. When you start getting into that journey, the dragons allow you to become the gold, to become the divine incarnate that you are. It's a remembrance process. And as you remember, the vision lands, and as you remember, your body is allowing more and more life force to flow through it. If you are, for example, if your body hold the pattern of, oh, it's dangerous to be here on earth, and you're constantly living outside of your body, and your head is running the show, and the chaos is running the show, how do you want life to sustain you? Abundance is life. That life is based on abundance. If you look at trees and fruits and seeds, it's abundant. There's no lack. There's no such thing as lack. Literally. It's there all the time. It shows us, and even when the trees shed their leaves, it just comes back, and even more, it grows even more. It's ever expanding. Because life is ever expanding and life is ever changing. So how much of that are you allowing in? And when you create something, look at, am I creating this because I think I need to create it like that? Or am I just allowing my true desire, my heart to speak through me and create this thing? How much are you attached to the outside nourishment, the outside money and other things, the things? Because there is nothing wrong with being rich, there's nothing wrong with being widely abundant, because this is not true nature, this is how life is based on. But they just made us believe that it was not right. There are so many patterns in there imprinted that say you shouldn't have more than someone else. But if you are the leader of the tribe and you're here to bring a magic that is really big and anchoring a vision, that a movement that is going to last lifetimes, do you not think that you need to be widely nurtured for that to happen? And it's not about you're widely rich and widely nurtured because you're better. It's not about that. It's about you have a role that is big in terms of your contribution to humanity in this lifetime is big. You are anchoring something big because it has been decided. You signed a contract with this earth, with humanity at some point. And do you not think that you would need to take the fruits and all the seeds and plant them everywhere in the world so that it can create gardens everywhere? If you can't have access to more fruits and more seeds, how are you supposed to plant those new gardens? So see how what I'm saying is resonating with you. Because truly when you let go of control and you're allowing yourself to be nurtured and allowing yourself to grasp the bigness of who you are and what you're here to do, you're just allowing nourishment to come, and you're allowing money, and you're allowing support, and you're allowing things to flow in your life. It's pure magic. When that dance happens, it's pure magic. So the whole system has been based on, on the frequency of richness and money and everything is changing. It is completely changing. And you are the leader, and you are here to anchor new frequencies. And it's a bit like money will not come to you until there is this truth and there is this life-giving force that flows through you. Because you're not here to become rich by oppressing others and building an empire that is like controlling. It's going to clash. Yes, some people have been able to do that before, but this is not what is anchoring right now. There is the world as we know it is collapsing, like the systems are collapsing, and we are here to lead a new way of being and a new way of creating. And when you're allowing your gold to flow through you and nurture you in return, that's where graceful magic just happens. Not because you're trying to do anything, but just because you know what it is that it's like imprinted, and you're vibrating your true identity. So let me know how that resonates. Let me know if that makes sense to you, how that lands. What is it searching inside your body? But really, it's not something that you have to believe in. It's something your body has to experience. But I do know that there will be a match for what I'm transmitting here. So it's all about how much life you're just allowing yourself to live, how much life force is coming through, how much are you receiving support, how much you're receiving earth, how much you're receiving others, how much you're receiving yourself. So when your business becomes a pure expression of who you are and who you are as a vast being, that is so vast. It's almost hard to put words onto it, but it can put form because your body is a perfect vessel for this. You are the only one that can translate your vast being. You know what I mean? That's how important your body is. And that's how perfect your body is. But your body needs to be spacious for that to happen. Your body needs to allow it to happen. And it all comes down to safety first. So if that could help you looking at things differently in your business and in your life, I'm so glad. If that really vibrates a chord in you, and you're feeling the pull of diving deeper into that concept with me, just talk to me. Talk to me how we can work together. Because there are many things that you could be doing with it, but there's the purpose of all this is really to get as clear transmission as possible. How unfiltered is the goal that you're channeling. How unfiltered is a dragon. And the more unfiltered, the bigger you're giving and the bigger you're receiving. There is no lack. But there is lack when you're not receiving the gold yourself, or like as in your own consciousness, because your body thinks it's not safe. Or there is little when you're allowing only a little to be expressed through you. So then there's only little coming back to you. So it's all about feeling safe to be yourself and to express yourself. The raw and filtered consciousness. So I trust that lands how it needs to land for you. And if you have been enjoying those transmissions and you would like to go deeper, I am putting together a group where I'm going to do a few transmissions a month, like smaller, obviously, transmissions. When that lands, I will let you know. And there are other containers to work with me. There is a 6 months container where we truly, for the ones really ready to birth their soul business and their soul vision into form. And there will be retreats in Scotland as well coming very soon. So if you felt that this was really good, and you want to keep in the energy, just let me know, and I will let you know what would be the best container for you. And as always, I love receiving, most of the time it's DMs, and that's okay. I love receiving your feedbacks and how it resonates and how it speaks to you. It means a world to me, and it always helps anchoring things in to share and to ask questions. So all the recordings will be, I will let them up over the weekend. For the Frenchies, I understand that it takes time for subtitles to come in, so I'm just going to let everything on until Sunday, so that you have time to catch up. And And I just want to say again, I am so grateful for your presence. I am so grateful for sharing these transmissions with me and sharing your magic in this vortex. And it makes my heart explode each time I connect with you and hear how you're doing and hear your experience, and just seeing how many of you are awakening to that truth is just, for me, it's always mind blowing. So I'll let you there, and I wish you a lovely day, and I will speak to you later on the internet.